This, as I said, this is a little brief trip back to 13-year-old me. I grew up in Thorncliffe Park, and it was, you know, I had a pretty good life. We played a lot of road hockey. We never had to come in before 10 o'clock at night because it was just a free-for-all back then in the 70s, and nobody cared where we were. And one hockey season, we were gifted this amazing experience. A defenseman from the Toronto Maple Leafs, a man named Bob Neely, moved into our building, and he lived on the 3rd floor. I was on the 8th floor, he was on the 3rd floor. And every Sunday morning, after a Saturday night home game, we'd go downstairs and knock on his door. Maybe once he answered. A couple times it was a woman, a different woman every time, and she would just tell us to get lost. But one time he answered in his pajamas and signed autographs for us. So that was a nice experience in a very tactile sort of, like, can't believe that an NHL person is actually standing in front of me. But with all due respect to Bob Neely, there was Bob Neely and then there was Boya Salming. And in the restaurant tonight, before we came down here, we got to see, without audio, the presentation tonight, and it was more than you'll be able to bear if you didn't see it and go home and watch it later. I was probably, I don't know, like 11 or 12, and found out that if you wrote to each Toronto Maple Leaf player, they would send you a photo that was about this big. And the photo had a stamp on it, a pre-stamped autograph on it. So I had a collection of pretty much everybody that played for the Leafs between, I don't know, like 72 and 80. Boya Salming was the one person who wrote a personal message on the picture for me. And when I got that, I said to my dad, I said, well, he must have somebody that does that for him. There's no chance he's writing all these personal messages. But then through another friend who worked for the Leafs, we found out that all the players were responsible for that themselves, and it was their own thing, and they had to do it, and they didn't have people working for them. So I got this little personal message from Boya Salming, and that meant so much to an 11-year-old kid. You know, life goes on, and obviously we're all going somewhere that's not where we want to be, but it's just so sad to see somebody who was so strong and virile and so important to the city and important to hockey go through what he's going through right now. So this isn't a song about Boya, this is a Toronto Maple Leaf song. It's about one of his teammates in 1972 and 1973, a man named Dave Keon, but I'll dedicate it tonight to Boya Salming, and it goes like this. I'll give you 14 reasons Elmer Ballard was a bastard. I'll give you 14 ways he could have changed his fate. Yeah, with a figurative rip of the sea from the Maple Leaf captain, he meant that Bobby Clark made the 72 squad in his place. Now he holds a grudge to this day. Kinda understand why he's always stayed away. Yeah, tonight I'm gonna stay up past my bedtime, as it's hockey night and the Leafs will play the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah, when the captain, he lines up against Orland curtain back, uncut the crown, he's got all the speed I like. Oh, won't you come back, won't you come back, Dave Keon. I remember the first time my father took me to Maple Leaf Gardens. There in the rarefied air I was stoned by the pregame skate. Yeah, I remember the first time a sport made my heart harden, when you traded the blue for the green in the WHA. Yeah, I learned to hold a grudge on that day. Kinda understand why he's always stayed away. Yeah, tonight I'm gonna stay up past my bedtime, 'cause it's hockey night and the Leafs will play the Chicago Blackhawks when the captain, he lines up against Derek gone to Quebec, 1940. From the Majors and the Wolves to the Leafs to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's lifted the cup the same number of times as Gordy. Yeah, he's lifted the cup the same number of times as Wayne. Yeah, tonight I'll stay up past my bedtime, 'cause it's hockey night and the Leafs will play those expansion sabers where the captain, he lines up against Gilbert Perreault. Tell you something now, he taught me so many things I know. Oh, won't you come back? Won't you come back? Won't you come back? Won't you come? Oh, won't you come back? Won't you come back? Dave Keon.
Anyway, you get the idea.